Man, looks like you got a fan.
What the hell is that?
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? You are watching Deep Dives with David. I am, of course, your host of the show, David Clair-Bennett, and today we are diving deep into Terrifier 3. This film does a really great job at balancing horror and Christmas quite well, actually.
Wake up! Santa's downstairs!
Art the Clown, played masterfully by David Howard Thornton, which, by the way, cheap plug, I got to interview David himself on my podcast, Real Appreciation. It is genuinely a pleasure to have this version of you right here.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to actually be myself and not covered in makeup for once, so.
I will leave a description in the video, but back to the deep dives with David. David Howard Thornton is yet again the heart of this franchise, if you can call what he has a heart. Thornton's performance is chillingly gleeful, and director Damien Leone doubles down on Art's sadistic creativity. Every kill in this film feels like a twisted performance art, pun absolutely intended. This film forces you to laugh 1 second, maybe cringe the next, and for some extreme cases, it tends to make you throw up, leave the theater maybe write a negative review on Letterboxd that ends up becoming the face of the next Terrifier 3 poster? It's happened before. Art isn't just a villain, he's a showman, and this time Leone focuses even more on the terror in this film with Art's unpredictability. And we can't forget, of course, our great final girl herself, Lauren Lavera. She cements herself as one of the best modern day final girls out there. Her performance is layered with vulnerability as well as resilience, and it makes you really root for her every step of the way. Jonathan also gets more screen time, and his dynamic with Sienna adds emotional depth to the carnage. And let's not forget Daniel Roebuck as a grizzled Santa Claus. Yes, that Daniel Roebuck I'm talking about. He's an inspired choice that's both absurd and fitting for the film's tone. Another thing that I really appreciate about these films is Damien Leone choosing to go more with the practical effects side of things as opposed to CGI, which he could have done with the higher budget this time, but I'm so glad that he chose not to. Now it's time to talk about the kills. The kills in Terrifier 3 are kind of like a box of chocolates if you think about it. You never know what you're gonna get. Chainsaw up the ass was not on my Christmas list. The film also offers enough gore to please even the most hardened horror fans out there, and Damien Leone pushes the envelope yet again with Terrifier 3, reminding us why Art the Clown is truly the reigning king of independent slashers. Something I like to talk about in these deep dives is the exploration of trauma and how certain films and directors tend to handle it. Something that's a little bit surprising, but also a kudos to Damien Leone with his screenwriting is how he tends to approach the situation of lingering trauma in this film.
We both know this isn't over.
Sienna and Jonathan's struggles feel very real, adding stakes to the madness. Leone has said in the past that he's leaving the door open for more sequels, and while this film feels more focused than the second one, it also sets up plenty of possibilities for the franchise to evolve. Now for my final thoughts on Terrifier 3, I think Terrifier 3 is an absolutely brutal, chaotic kill fest of a movie, and I absolutely love it. This film is an unrelenting holiday horror film that solidifies Art the Clown as one of the genre's most terrifying icons. While this film is great in its own and unique ways, it is not perfect, as some of the controversial scenes involving people under the age of 18 may make some fans upset. But I will say this, Terrifier 3 is a blood-soaked gift for any fans out there who enjoy chaotic gore fest of horror movies. I gotta give Terrifier 3 a 7.5 out of 10 as my official rating on this episode of Deep Dives with David. Please check out my podcast again, Real Appreciation. I've interviewed David Howard Thornton, Art the Clown himself. I've interviewed Mason McCarty, the guy, aka the guy who got his anus chopped up with a chainsaw in Terrifier 3. Shower scene, you know what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Oh, Mason, I can never look at you the same way. Good dude, though. Good dude. You guys have been watching Deep Dives with David. We've been deep diving into Terrifier 3 today. We've been deep diving up people's anuses with chainsaws. We've been doing it all, so you might as well go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you all so very much. Please stay grateful, stay humble, and remember that you matter with each and every day.